Suprabhat, have you observed the activity? We have taken two aluminum channels of different lengths and placed their lower ends of channel on the floor and hold their upper ends at same height. We have put like that, and now we have taken two marbles and of same size. Here I have taken only pebble one pebble, not to have variation in the size or weight or anything of pebble. Now these were rolled along the channel and we find that they have covered equal distance. Why do this happen so? So here one channel and here height is same. These are two channels. I have rolled the pebble along the channels and the pebble rolled along the path and so on. Then we found that the pebble has covered equal distance. Now there are some questions. The very first question is, what type of energy is at this position? What type of energy could be there? It is PE. Potential energy is at this place. Both the pebbles or same pebble can have potential energy at this place. Now as height is same and mass is also same, gravitational acceleration is same, therefore PE is equal to mgh and PE is equal to mgh. That is, potential energy of both the pebbles is same. Therefore what happened? All the potential energy is converted at this point into half mv square. The potential energy is converted into kinetic energy when it rolled down. This is the second question. As the ball rolled down, which energy is converted into which other form of energy? Potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Why do the balls cover same distance on rolling down? After rolling down, that is after the contact of place, the same distance is covered. Why do it happen so? Because same amount of potential energy is converted into same amount of kinetic energy, and that energy is utilized for rolling in front, and because of same energy is consumed, that is here initial velocity u is same, final velocity v equals to 0 is also same, and therefore what will happen? Displacement s will also be same. Next question is, what is the form of eventual total energy of the balls? The eventual total energy of the balls is mechanical energy. Which type of energy is it? Mechanical energy. And which law is related to energy? Obviously, law of conservation of energy, which states that energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It can be only converted from one form to another form. That law is described by this activity. Again, what is next inference of this activity? Suppose this is a fort and one person climbs up the fort from the steep path just from the bottom of the fort, and another person climbs from same level. Ground level is same, but he climbs by go moving around, and after that it reaches the like bus going towards the hilly station, which has such circular paths, roads. Have you seen ever? Now, which object will have more potential energy after reaching the fort? The person climbing the steep edge of the mountain, or the person going by bus with the spiral path? As height achieved by the object is same amount of potential energy is obtained by both of them. There will be no change. That is, potential energy depends only on height irrespective of the path of climbing the fort. Now there are some numericals in your exercise. An electric pump has 2 kilowatt power. How much water will the pump lift every minute to a height of 10 meter? Every minute. What do you mean by every minute? And what do you mean by power? We know that work done is equal to what? Work done is equal to energy spent, and power is equal to W upon T, that we can write as mgh upon T. Now 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, and power 2 kW is equal to what? 2 into 10 to the power 3 watt. Height as it is given in 10 meter. Putting the values, we will get 2 into 10 to the power 3, or we can write directly 2000 is equal to m. We have to find g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Height is equal to 10 meter upon t is equal to 60 second. Solving this, 2000 into 60 upon 98 is equal to mass of the object, mass of the water. That much water will be lifted up to, that is, mass of the water lifted up is 1224.5 kg. That can be also said that 1224.5 liter also, because density of water is 1. This can be given in any manner. Okay? Here multiplication and division you can do at your own. Next question is, power of electric iron is 1200 watt and it is daily used for 30 minutes, and in the month of April, how much energy is consumed by it in the month of April? First of all, we will convert, because this is electricity, its commercial unit is energy, unit of energy is one kilowatt hour. That is unit of energy. So we have to convert time into hours. This is half hour per day. We have to find the total time, and this is kilowatt. This is simply watts, so we have to convert into kilowatts. That is equal to 1.2 kW. Now, energy is equal to power into time. What happens therefore? Putting the values, time. Now time is equal to 5 hours per day. Total time is equal to what? Is equal to 0.5 into 30, that is equal to 15 hours. So power is equal to, now we have got the time in hours and power in kilowatts. 1.2 into 15, that is equal to 18 kilowatt hour, that is energy consumed thus energy consumed by the iron is 18 kWhr, kilowatt hour. Now next sum is, if the energy of ball falling from a height of 10 meters is reduced by 40%, how much high will it rebound? Now ball was initially falling from 10 meters. So its energy is equal to what? mgh is equal to 10 mg. Whatever mass of the ball may be, whatever mass of the ball may be, it is in joule. But however, the energy is reduced by some activity. Just like yesterday we have put the scale on the thread. So energy was reduced and it could not pass on. So in the same manner, here is also energy reduced 40%. So energy is reduced 40% of 10 mg is equal to is equal to 4 mg. But by this amount the energy is reduced. So energy remaining for the ball to rebound is equal to 10 mg minus 4 mg, that is equal to 6 mg. Now with the help of this mg, it is coming down. Whatever this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, that is Pe is converted into Ke, that is utilized to again rebound into again Pe. So whatever energy, whatever velocity, it will attain the same height in upward direction, and therefore again from Ke to Pe, it has Pe six mg will be converted into Pe, therefore height up to which it will rebound is equal to 6 meter. Now, velocity of car increased from 50 km per hour to 72 km per hour. So, initial velocity 54 kilometer per hour. Final velocity 72 kilometer per hour. We have to find how much work done if mass of the car is 1500 kg. We know that work done is energy consumed or energy increased. Work done is equal to increase in kinetic energy. Therefore, we will find out by how much amount the kinetic energy of the car is increased. But what is unit here given? It is kilometer per hour. What is here unit given? It is kg. So we have to convert these in MKS system. Kilometer per hour is commercial unit. It is not MKS system unit. So initial velocity u is equal to 54 kilometer. There are 3 zeros upon hour. How many? 3600 second. This is meter per second. That gives us 15 meter per second. And V is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. That is 72 upon 3600 meter per second. That is 20 meter per second. So initial kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1500 in bracket 15 square, that is equal to 1 by 2 into this, we can divide 750 into 225, equation 1. What is its final kinetic energy? One by 2 half mv square, that is 1 by 2 into 1500 into 20 square, that is equal to, this is again 750 into 400. What is rise in kinetic energy? Increase in Ke is equal to final Ke minus initial Ke. That gives us that is equal to 750 into 400 minus 750 into 225, taking 750 common, in bracket 400 minus 225, 750 into 175, that is equal to 1,31,250 joules. So here work done to increase the velocity is 1,31,250 joules. Last sum of the textbook. Ravi applied a force of 10 Newton. F is equal to 10 Newton. And moved a book in S is equal to 30 centimeter in the direction of force. how much work done by the Ravi. So in the direction of force, this means theta is equal to 0 and S is equal to 30 centimeter, that is equal to 0.3 meter. As force is in newtons, we must have displacement in meters. Now work done is equal to, by our formula, F into S into cos theta. Here theta is equal to 0. That is equal to 10 into 0.3 into cos 0. We have already learned what is cos 0? 1. That is equal to only 3 joule. Work done by Ravi is 3 joule. Now you can complete the exercise. If there are any queries, please ask me.